getting started on how to run TikTok ad. This is my profile. Before we get started, please, I would like you to make sure you are not using TikTok Lite. Secondly, I would like you to make sure that your TikTok app is updated. Having done this, I will want to make a post. We are not going to be using an already made post. We are going to be using a post. So for that reason, I'm going to click on the plus button at the footer, and that will help us to make a post. I'm just going to choose from one of the posts we've made in the past. The reason why we are going to be making a new post other than choosing one is because of the targeting. TikTok doesn't allow us to put location, although you can do editing. You can edit if you have done in the past, edit and then put the location. So that's the first thing we are going to be doing, choosing the location. That is the reason why I want to make a new post, so that while making the post, I can pick the location where I want the ad to be. So if you've made a post in the past, you can go and edit the location of the post, so that the location where you want your ad to be placed, that's the location you're going to choose. So in this case, for the sake of this, I'm just simply going to say subscribe, and I'm going to say thank you for choosing. Thank you for choosing us. Don't forget to put your hashtags. So, having done that, I will go ahead. Like I mentioned, this is very important that you input your location. So I want this to go to Asaba. I want to target Asaba in this. I want to target this basically to Asaba. You see Asaba Delta States. I can choose it. Now there, if you're depending on where you are targeting, please make sure if you're targeting a state, make sure you pick the state. How do you know? You have to pick Asaba Delta States, or in this case, Delta State, Nigeria. If you check, you will see other places, other local governments there. You can see GRA Phase 1, Delta State, Ibuza Road, El Salvador Delta State, Nebisi Road, and all of those. Take, for instance, I want to target Onisha, or maybe, yes, Onisha. So to get Onisha, you can see Onisha, Nigeria. Right, you can see main market, Anambra State, GRA, and a lot of other places. So you have to pick Onisha, Nigeria. Then, if you want to target a place like Lagos, which may be a bit more difficult. Now, here you see Lagos Island, Lagos Mainland, Lekki, Lagos, and all of that, Ikeja, and all of that. So what we need is Lagos. So, and Lagos Island is not Lagos; it's a part of Lagos. Lagos Mainland is a part of Lagos, but not all Lagos. So what we want is all Lagos. So what we're going to do is Lagos, Nigeria. And when you do that, you're going to see Lagos State, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, right? So that is what you need to pick, and that is it for it. So like I said, in the case of this, I'm going to choose Asaba. For no reason, I'm just going to pick Asaba. I don't have any particular reason why I'm choosing Asaba, just for the sake of this video. So whatever it is you're selling, you have to find nowhere to direct your product. If you're selling a physical product, definitely you're going to choose a location that is close by, that is close to you. If you have room for logistics for delivery, you can go ahead and choose a wider area. Now note, in TikTok you can hardly add more than one location. Let's see if I've added Asaba. Let's see if we can add Oka, Anambra State. Right, you see it can't add additional place. It only substitutes the first one to this, so you can't add, and that's the challenge that TikTok has. In Facebook, you can add Oka, Asaba, as many places as possible, even states in Nigeria and another state in another country, right? So, but in TikTok, it's not possible. You just have to pick it one after the other. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and click post. Give it a little time to drop. So right here, I believe the post has been dropped. Now, when it drops, beneath the post, you're going to see this turn your video into a view magnet. This is simply telling you to promote the content, right? If you don't see this in your content, there is every possibility that that video is not going to be good, or you will not be approved if you run ad on it. That is just that is by from my experience so far. Whenever you don't see this under your content, it simply means that TikTok doesn't allow it for promotion for one reason or the other, maybe because of the nature of the content or some other reasons. So what you're going to do is to I won't encourage you even to click on this. If you click on it, by the way, it's going to take you to the place where you're going to start setting up your TikTok ad. Like you can see here, it says promote. But for the sake of this video, I will show you a better way to do that. So we're going to go back to our profile, and here you can see at the top right there is this slide menu button that is there. Is to identify just these three lines. This three lines are in a block form. So click on it below the battery percentage. So when you click on it, you see TikTok Studio opens and balance your QR code and all that. Click on TikTok Studio. Now scroll down to more tools. Scroll down to more tools. So in more tools, you see promote. Click on promote. This may take a little time to load depending on your network. So when promote comes, you see what's different. In the previous time when we did when we clicked on that, this video could turn into a view magnet. If you remember, we didn't see dashboard and mine. We only saw promote and this other. So, but in this case, you can see create, you can see your dashboard, and you can see mine. So what creates here is where you set your ad. Under dashboard, this is where you manage your ad. See whatever you see you've spent, the ads you've done in the past, and mine you see your balance and all of that. So as you can see, mine here is 6,000 naira as my balance. So what we need to do is to start creating our content. So we've already made a post. I'm going to start creating the content. I would like to make this video in three parts. First is because of these three different goals you have here. You can see under the goal we have boost accounts, get sales, and also get lead. So I'm going to be explaining this today. Starting from boost account. Boost account goal is good for if anyone wants to boost the account to get good number of followers on their account on the profile, right? So there are three ways to go about it: by increasing your video views, by getting more followers directly, and also by getting more profile views. I think that if you really want this goal, which is of the goal of boosting account, you should simply go for more views, and that will give you the results you need without any hesitation. So if you click on that, you choose the content you want to go with, and you go ahead and do your custom promotion. In custom promotion, what you're going to do in custom promotion is to choose the audience, the people you are going to be targeting, how much you've been spending, and how long the ad is going to last. Then here you make your payment, and should accept the terms and condition, and you start the ad. So that is it for getting more, boosting your account. However, if you want page views, which I know if you are choosing page view, definitely your goal for the reason why you're choosing page view could be to get more followers. However, there are other reasons why you can choose more profile views. Sorry, not page view, profile views. It could also be to market your content. Maybe you've been putting up enough content for a while, and you want people to see your content, right? So that could also be very useful. So you can use that for that. So, but in the case if you are looking out for sales, to get sales, you can use the get sales goal. Like to sell your product, you can use the get sales goal. Now this is very simple to use. You simply need to have your URL of your landing page. Now landing page is that particular place where you receive people who are interested in buying from you. That's how simple I can explain it. If you want to attend to them on WhatsApp. Now your WhatsApp becomes your landing page. If you want to get them to fill a form where you can now get their contact, that form becomes your landing page. If you actually want them to go through a website where they are going to study the product they want to buy, see every information about the product, if they are now really interested in buying, they can now click a button on that website, and that website becomes your landing page, right? Landing page doesn't necessarily have to be a one page website. No, in this case, it's any place where you receive the first place where you receive people from your ad. That's where more like where they land. That becomes your landing page. So, but in this case, we are going to be using WhatsApp as our landing page, as maybe getting a professional landing page, maybe a website, one page website, might not really be easy. However, in our subsequent videos, we will show us how to get a simple website in a click, like just using AI. You can just get a simple website that can really help you with your to put things in order for you if you really want to use a website for a landing page. So, but we're going to continue with WhatsApp, with WhatsApp as our landing page. And to do that, you have to get your WhatsApp link and convert your number to become your DM, to get your number to become a link. So to do that, we are going to move, like in this case, you see here, I have your landing page edit. Now to edit it, this is mine. I already have this as my landing page, right? So, and before you can see we have chats, whatsapp.com and the rest of them. That I think is a WhatsApp group. So, but you can create yours. Now, before we create the WhatsApp link, I will like to explain some of the things we have here, like call to action. For every content, for every ad you're running, there must be a call to action. In some cases, you may see learn more, you may see apply now, you may see download, you may see sign up, contact us, book now, donate, stuff like that. So what determines the right call to action to choose? It's simple. Know the kind of ad you are running, and then know what action you want them to take, and then choose. However, in this get sales goal, the call to action here has only one link. As you can see, website link had only one link, but then the call to actions varies. Well, anyone you choose is still the same link, right? And anyone you choose, so you just have to don't have to worry yourself so much about this. Just choose one that applies to the content you're creating. In the case of this particular sample I'm using, our subscription package at the office, it's the call to action we can use here could be learn more. So if you see it, you want to learn more about our services, you can click on it, come to our landing page, and we discuss, right? You can choose to contact us, and in contacting us, it will still bring you on WhatsApp, right? You can choose to call us. If you call us, it can bring you on WhatsApp, and then we are going to drop you a message that we're going to call you shortly, and stuff like that, right? So that's just how it is. So in your case, maybe you are selling a product online. If it's an ebook you are selling or a digital product, you can choose to simply put buy now, right? Okay, shop now. I don't think there's anything like buy now. You can choose shop now. If it's a book, you can choose to simply put download. Like if it's free, maybe you have uploaded the book on your Google Drive, just take the link and impute it. In this case, once anybody clicks on it, it can simply start downloading. If it's an app you're trying to promote, get the link from Play Store or iOS, and then your iOS store, impute it here. Whoever that sees the ad and clicks on it, it will get the person to download the app immediately. So that's just simply how you can do that. If you're trying to promote your YouTube channel, maybe your videos and stuff like that, you can impute your channel link or a particular video content and put watch more, right? So this is simply how to what call to action buttons are for. So we're going to go ahead and get our website link, so that you can see how it is done. Whatever it is, whatever this thing you're using, it's simple. So I'm going to open my Google, and here I'm going to search for, I'm going to type WhatsApp link. I've already browsed that before. So here you're going to click on the first option, the first result that you see, and then you scroll down. When it opens, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. So when you get to this place that says create your free link here, impute your phone number, your exact phone number, impute it. So if it's a group, if you want to lead them to a group, then you don't need to go through this process. You just have to go to that your WhatsApp group, generate your get the WhatsApp link, the group link, and impute it in that particular place I showed you. But if you want them to come to your DM, you have to come through this place. Or if you have any other means of converting your DM, your number to a link, you can go ahead to do that. So in this case, I'm going to input my number. So having done that, now custom message is you trying to put a prefilled information that your prospect, whoever that is engaging with this ad, will see. Like if I chat you on WhatsApp, there's going to be an information that a message that is already in that chat box before I send it. So I don't necessarily need to type. It's just like you putting words in their mouths, like putting a message. They don't need to start thinking of how do I even start chatting with this person? Should I greet this person before telling the person what I need or what? So to for the custom message, I'm going to simply put hello. However, depending on what you are trying to sell, if you are trying to sell if you're into real estate, for instance, you may not necessarily need this. I can say if you're into real estate, I can say hello soon. So when you say I'm interested and we would like to inspect this property, it makes it easy. So if someone whoever wants to message you, once the person clicks on the ad, maybe on the chat button to say contact us, when the person clicks on contact us, the person is going to be redirected to WhatsApp, and on WhatsApp the person is going to see this message, hello, I'm interested. That this message is going to be in the person's chat box. So all the person needs to do is to simply click on send. So however, if the person thinks he is not really interested in inspecting the property but wants to learn more, the person can choose to clean it up and tell you, please, I want to learn more. However, but this helps me helps to make it easier for me whenever I'm running out for real estate. It's way much easier. So whenever you mention it, I'll have to move straight to asking you when do you want to go for the inspection. Do you understand? So we're no longer talking about whether you're interested or not. So having done that, we can go ahead and click on. I don't need to do but maybe let's do preview so you can understand better what I mean. So this is what it's going to look like, assuming the person has clicked. So you see what we have here. Hello, I'm interested and we would like to. So this is exactly what the person is going to do. So all you need to do is to simply click on send and the message sends across. So having previewed it, we're going to go ahead and generate my WhatsApp link. So here, I'm simply going to copy link and go back to TikTok. So I think my color theme has changed, but however, let me choose the contact us option. And here I'm going to remove the old. Link. I'm pasting the new link. You see, so I'm going to click on save, and that is it. So I'm going to also click on save again. Good. So I've gotten my landing page ready. Then I'm going to move next to selecting creatives. Now this is just for where you choose the content you're going to promote with. You can see I have 5 creatives selected. I'm going to uncheck the remaining other 4 and just go with 1. It's always best you go with just 1 creative. Now this is the flyer I'm promoting. I'm going to move next step, which is to customize my promotion. I won't be using, if you check here, you see it says under customize custom promotion, it says results shown are estimates, so it's not certain. We have minimum of 11 to 243 views landing page. So this is the minimum number we can get for this setup we have currently is 11 in a day. and maximum of 200, and that's a very wide range. So but what we're going to do is to custom. You are going to, yeah, you're using currently default audience, so we're going to customize it to suit what we want. So getting started to customize it, you will observe that here we have audience. So for those of us that are used to Facebook meta ad, that is for Facebook, you realize that here you see the gender, age, interests, and also see the location. So like I mentioned before, that was why it took care of the location from origin before getting to this point, because there is no such option here. So we can, depending on what you're selling, male or female, in our case, or in my case, for the sake of this we have been doing, we have more of male patronizing us. Not that females don't, they do, but they patronize us once in a while. So take for instance, another example is real estate. In real estate, record so far has shown that men are the ones that do buy more. Not that women don't, but the men always buy more. So if you want to if you want to really put in your set your ad, I will encourage you to go for the category of people that tend to buy it more. I will choose male. Under age range, the age that usually does that is usually from 30 up, but in this case we have 25 and up, and so we're going to choose 25. I'm going to choose 35 to 44. I'm also going to choose 45 to 54. Now 55 are also there, but not that they don't patronize us, but they are not usually online, right? They are not usually online, and they don't really believe in this online stuff, so we're not going to choose them. Now, nothing stops us from choosing 13 to 17, 18 to 24, and 55 plus. Nothing stops us from doing that, right? But the truth is this: see the algorithm as an errand boy, see yourself as the boss, sending the algorithm, which is the errand boy, to an errand, and you are sending the algorithm to this age category. Take for instance, age 13 to 17 is one person, and these are prospects, right? And you are trying to sell a product to these people. So you have sent your errand boy, which is the algorithm, to go and market to these people, or to go and hawk stuff. So TikTok as the algorithm will pick your content and take it across to these people. Note, if you are sure, like in this case, I just picked 3 out of the 6 categories. If I feel that these are the people that patronize, that have the higher chances or tendency of patronizing, connecting to my ad, it is better to choose them. Reason what will happen is, if I'm choosing these ones, TikTok will simply go straight, deliver my results, and comes back. It's going to be, I'm going to spend less time, I'm going to spend less money. TikTok is going to spend less time in delivering the results. But if I go ahead and choose all, what will happen is that it's going to take TikTok time, the algorithm time, to deliver the results, send the results to the first age category, second age category, third age category. But by the time it presents it to age category 1, which is 13 to 17, they're not going to be interested. It will leave them and send maybe like, it will consider, okay, then we go to the age 18 to 24. Age 18 to 24 will say no. You will now proceed to age 25 to 34, which will accept and say, okay, connect with it. The next one will connect, the last one will not connect. So it's taking a lot of time and energy, and it's the same energy that it takes to market to these other ones that it takes to market to the ones that doesn't connect to it. So by the end of the day, you as the business owner, as the boss, you're going to end up spending more time, and that equals to more money. So with this, it simply means that it is best that you concentrate on that particular category that you believe are most likely going to deliver your results, so you don't waste your time. However, if you have enough fund and you want to give trials, it's not bad, so you can continue. So now, under interest, for us, I'm going to leave it at all. However, there is still business service, which is peculiar to us. But just like I mentioned earlier, I don't mind, because people under education can choose to patronize us. People who love transportation, people who love beauty and care, can still tech and all of that, can still choose to patronize us. So I'm leaving it at all. So in your case, you can still choose to pick a category or still leave it at all. When you're done at this, you simply click on save. So having done this, for some reason I may want to remove age. Okay, let me leave it because I wanted to did remove the first age 24 to 25, 25, 12, 25 to 34, but these are where most of our customers are, so I'm going to leave that. So for the set budget and duration, a day minimum you can spend on TikTok is 800 and something naira. I think 880 naira currently. So what we're going to do is to make see that we spend. We're going to set our budget to spend maybe 1,000 or 2,000 a day. Okay, let's say let me put simply 1,000 naira a day. So before now, you say you can't the enter amount between these two, 1.5 million a day. So we're going to put 1,000 naira a day. So we've chosen this duration. We can pick 4 days, or you can still choose to put 5 days. So if we do this, after setting this, it says reminder: campaign with smaller goal consistently perform better than the similar goals. Sorry, campaigns with similar goals consistently performs better with the budget meets exceed 2,000. So what is this trying to say is I should increase my budget to 2,416. So I'm going to simply take it up to 3,000. I'm going to take it up to 3,000 naira and leave it at 2 days. This is so my balance can just cover up everything. Now, you can still, if you're at this point, if you don't have any balance, which maybe you don't, what you have here, the money, the total amount of money you're putting here will be showing at the area where you have zero kobo. So that's where you're going to, and what you should have, in my case I have stats, what you should have is pay, right? So what we're going to do is after you're done with this, you can consider the option of choose a promotion package where you're going to see some good number here, just options. You can still choose to customize it, however. So but I'm going to move back, as that's not what we want. So custom, I'm choosing custom, and in my custom I have 3,000 a day. We are spending minimum of 20 page views, minimum 20 page views. So I am going to come over here and click. I think nothing else is left. So in this case, before you do anything else, before you click on start, you have to confirm every other setup, and at this point you go ahead and click on pay. So when you click on pay, you'll be taken to where you're going to input your card details. If you have, however, please note that the card, you're going to go ahead and input your card details. It can be selective at times, depending on the card you're using. It can be selective, but if your card doesn't go through, please, you may need to go to the bank and request for a different card. Usually, Mastercards are usually the ones that you can work with. I use Zenith Bank. I use UBA. They already have my card, and I will have to accept pick a card. Live coin package, sorry. I'll choose my card. I'll just simply enter my card information. Believe me, this is very simple, very, very simple. So you say I'll add my information. So one tap to buy. I've added my card information, and yeah, I'm being asked to do this. So once you tap, and if everything in your card is information, all your card information are correct, you will go ahead to get debited. Payment successful. Require authentication for purchase. Yes, always. I will always require this. It says payment successful. So I now have made my payment, and in this case, I already have. So after making payment, I have 6,000 as my balance. You see price deduction. Your promotion balance is 6,000, and they're going to be charging me 2 days is 6,000. So that is simply what I'm going to be paying. However, note that there is going to be a little fraction. Like in this case, if I don't have any balance here, there is going to be additional money, slight fraction. That is for VAT fee. VAT fees in Nigeria are almost 7.5%. So 7.5% of 6,000, that will be added to what you have. So I'm going to click on start, and it's going to say paying, and let's see, success. It takes me to my dashboard under review. So here we are going to you see it says your order is under review. It will let you know when it's done. So at some point after a few minutes, they are going to let me know whether the ad is good, and whether if it's good, definitely they're going to approve it, and it will start running. But if it is not good, then we have a problem. We'll have to look into it. So of course they are going to tell us why. If it is not approved, they're going to tell us why it is so. And now we're going to move back to I don't think, let's look at every other thing we have. Nothing much. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and here, like we started from here. We started creating from here. So here in dashboard, like I mentioned, you see overview, see more. This is in the past 28 days, and ad promotion results, total ad cost. I've not spent any money, but let me see if I have. Okay, there is nothing. You can I can choose to go back to when I had the last time I did ad, so that we can have everything. But in the last 28 days or 60 days, I've spent nothing. Okay, in the last 60 days, I've spent 900 naira on my ad, and in the last 60 days, it's 2,000 views, 2 new followers, 9 profile views, and this number of likes and comments. That's the numbers I have. So, and I have not done any live before, so there's nothing here. So under our order history, this is for all the ads in the past. So this is currently the one under review. This is the one that was expired. I think it wasn't approved. This also wasn't approved. This was also not approved because of those issues I mentioned. Then this was completed. This was completed too. This is completed. So these ones that are completed actually went through, right? So like you can also come pending. Like in this case, if there is any pending ad you have, it's going to show here under review. It's going to show here one we have. Okay, so under review is supposed to show here this one we just did now. You don't have any orders yet. I do have. Maybe we need to just refresh the close and open this up before we can see it here. Then active. Oh, he's already active. Continue investing, achieve better outcomes on this. So that's why it's not on the review. It's been approved. So we have completed. It shows that we have completed stuff here. So that's just the thing. You can choose to continue checking others and see what we have. Okay. So after we are done with that, the last goal we are going to look at now is get leads. Like I explained earlier, get leads goal is for those who want to generate or get the contact of their prospect. Take for instance real estate. If you're a realtor and you're running an ad, you may need to use the get leads. As a realtor, you may need to use get leads. If you are also trying to sell products that may require you to establish relationship or communication between you and the client, the prospect, especially a product or service that is maybe high tickets, that is not really cheap, something you can just buy at, once you see something you buy immediately, you may need to use get lead. What happens? So what happens there is that you get the person's contact, the contact of all the people there. So I will show us how that works quickly. So we click on get leads, And there we have three options. We have more TikTok messages, which is going to be on they are going to respond to you on right there on TikTok, and you communicate on TikTok, which can be good because taking people to WhatsApp or another platform can be distracting. So you can choose. I would recommend you use TikTok as first option if you are okay with chatting on TikTok. The second option we have here is more phone calls. The second option is get calls. Here you're going to impute your phone number, and they choose the call to action. However, since this is called get calls, it won't be necessary for you to put some call to actions like learn more, shop now, right? It's you can choose call now and maybe contact us and maybe any other relevant one that would apply to your ad. So we are going to check out the last one, which is other messaging apps. Like I mentioned earlier, you have here default URL. This is the URL I used the last time, so it's still there. You're going to choose edit, and in edit, I think this is a WhatsApp group link. So for WhatsApp group, I want the ad I did. I wanted people to join a particular group, and that was why I used this. So in this case, you may want people to join you in a WhatsApp group. You can use this. If you want them to join you to meet with you via DM, to chat with you personally, you can choose this, and here you impute your contact. After you're done, click on save, and when you've done that, you can check the link. That is more like testing it. Click on check the link, and when you do that, it's going to bring you to your, just like I mentioned earlier. So you see that. So we're going to move back. Having tested that, you can choose also Messenger, but I don't think it's going to be relevant for you. So click on save. Then we have gotten that. We can proceed to the next one. The difference between this get leads and get sales is nothing much. It's literally the same thing for me, but the price for get leads, I notice, is usually a bit higher. So we're going to choose a creative. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using the same flyer we used in the previous one. In this case, of custom promotion, we're going to customize like we did in the past. I'm going to choose a custom promotion. I'm going to choose mail. I'm going to choose this 3. I'm going to leave it at all and also save. Then we have this. So if you observe here, it says in this budget, set budget and duration, it's leaving it at this budget helps drive better performance. It's automatically suggesting that I should start my ad from 12,000. Are you seeing that? 12,000 for a day. Let's try and see if we can reduce that to maybe 3,000 now, and see what it says. So it says, reminder, campaigns with similar goals consistently performs better with the budget when the budget meets or exceed 9,000 naira per day. So what does that tell you? This is a warning that please you may need to improve, and it's always better to use the recommended price. So for the sake of the warning, we are going to make it 9,000, and when you do that, you are going to choose how long you want it to be, maybe 4 days or whatever. So if you do that, the price it balances, it comes up, so you have to go ahead and make payment. So I'm going to leave it at 1 day, then preview. In your preview, you're going to see what your content is going to look like, and in this case, you see what it looks like. It's not going to definitely be good. Nobody will click on this, because even the WhatsApp button, it's closing the prices and everything, so it's going to be useless. So in your own case, when you click on this, make sure it is just as it is when you made the post, right? In this case, you see it is zoomed, so I don't need to run this ad. I'll have to go and change the content. However, I'm going to move back, and at this point, what I'm supposed to do is come here and change my content to something else, or at least improve it so it can become portrait instead of being square. So when I've chosen a different content, let's see what the preview looks like here. So you observe it zooms it closely. it zooms it. So this kind of content is way much better off, right? So we're going to move back and try to continue. So I'm required to make payment here. You can go ahead and, just like I showed you before, you can go ahead and make payment, but I will want to simply bring this lower to three, less than that, so I can be able to schedule this. I'm going to say 3,000, and I will not have to make any payment. Okay, let me still leave it for a day. I'm not going to run the other, however. So I can go ahead and say start. So it says under review. Whenever it is approved, I will be notified. And that is all.